Prime Minister and once again put the focus on youth. Rahul Gandhi has gone ahead and said from Lucknow to Prayagraj, youth are out on the streets over the police recruitment paper leak. And just 100 kilometers away from there in Varanasi, the Prime Minister is misleading the youth in the name of the youth. He then goes on to in fact say and refer to the fact that the Prime Minister speaking about youngsters but not about the paper leak, saying in typical Varanasi style, if I were to put it, Prime Minister Modi is narrating the condition of his maternal grandmother to his maternal grandmother. It's a very familiar saying in Banaras, but essentially Rahul Gandhi's message is that the Prime Minister is preaching to the youth about their issues but not actually addressing their issues. So while in fact Prime Minister Modi hit back at Rahul Gandhi for his comment referring to youngsters as drunkards in Uttar Pradesh, particularly in his constituency of Varanasi, Rahul Gandhi said, why hasn't the Prime Minister spoken on the paper leak issue that has led to so many youngsters being affected? Let's bring in our reporters on this broadcast. Paulami Saha is joining us live from Delhi. We have Abhishek Mishra, who's joining us live from Varanasi. Abhishek, in Varanasi, I want to understand from you, how has the Prime Minister's speech really resonated, particularly because it comes days after Rahul Gandhi made that comment about youngsters in Varanasi being drunk when he stepped out. He saw all of these youngsters drinking and lying on the streets, as he put it.
Well, absolutely, Akshita. And with this address, Prime Minister Modi has tried to address that issue and that comment which Rahul made during his Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra in Varanasi. He clearly said that the way he has referred that term for the youngsters of Kashi is an insult. He also referred it in the fact that it will certainly be, given it back to him in the elections. These youngsters will certainly give it back to him. He also spoke about the fact that how there are employment generation happening. The plant which he inaugurated will opens the door for a lot of employment, direct and indirectly to the farmers, to all these people related to animal husbandry. So that is what he said. But on the other hand, we have seen how Rahul had again made a comment mentioning the paper leak issue, which is very prevalent in Uttar Pradesh. It clearly indicates that just before the general elections, this was in a way an official campaign of Prime Minister Modi in Varanasi, in Purvanchal, and mentioning that core issue of youngsters. But Rahul Gandhi constantly on the go. He's also going to start the Western UP Yatra from tomorrow. Again, give it back to Prime Minister Modi and to the Modi government that why such issues are not raised. Clearly an indication that the battle is on between both of them before the elections. Correct. And it remains to be seen what all will happen. But certainly Prime Minister has tried to voice as a member of parliament and a representative of the Varanasi, and at the same time has also slammed the India Alliance, mentioning it as an old item in a new packaging.
What you're saying, what you're seeing right now, and we've seen these kind of face-offs before between Prime Minister Modi and Rahul Gandhi. But in the run-up to the election, this perhaps has been the fiercest flashpoint that we've seen just yet. And the fact that it's all playing out in Uttar Pradesh speaks volumes of how crucial the state is for every single political party. You see a more aggressive Rahul Gandhi in the Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra, picking up on every single issue, even now responding to the Prime Minister by asking why didn't the Prime Minister speak on the paper leaks that many youngsters in Uttar Pradesh are struggling with. You have the Prime Minister addressing every single issue that Rahul Gandhi spoke of to hit back, and that tells you how every party right now is putting all of their energy into Uttar Pradesh. I'd like to bring in Paulami Saha also on this broadcast to bring the focus once again back to what the Prime Minister has said, Paulami, and what the BJP strategy is in the face of the Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra in this leg across Uttar Pradesh, and also the fact that the Congress SP have their alliance sealed. Does all this kind of worry the BJP? Are they going to be changing track, changing strategy, getting more aggressive on ground?
Well, absolutely, Akshita. They will have to re-strategize at a time when they possibly thought that, the Congress wasn't able to stitch alliances across states with, smaller regional parties. The Congress is working on the ground. It is already stitched an alliance with the Samajwadi Party in Uttar Pradesh, with the Aadmi Party. We're expecting an announcement to be made very soon as far as Delhi, Haryana and Gujarat are concerned. Punjab, of course, is still unclear. And then, of course, comes the alliance in Maharashtra with NCP and, of course, the UBD faction of the Shiv Sena. And then, of course, there are conversations and murmurs in the corridors that possibly they could stitch an alliance back with the Trinamool Congress as well. Though, again, that's in the unclear realm at the moment. So this is, this would mean that the BJP would have to re-strategize, would have to replan its whole game plan as far as the Lok Sabha elections are concerned. Uttar Pradesh is an extremely crucial state. 80 Lok Sabha seats are from the state of Uttar Pradesh. The BJP has done very well in the past assembly elections and, of course, in the general election in 2019. But will this alliance, change things and shake things up, especially with the Samajwadi Party, Akhilesh working on the ground, with tying up with smaller strongmen and other netas in Uttar Pradesh as well, so that he can cash in on their strongholds and their specific vote banks as well, even if they mean, over 3 or 4 assembly constituencies, in the larger Lok Sabha game. He's doing that, so that would mean that the BJP will have to look at the same. As far as the People League issue is concerned, the BJP's response is, we brought a bill in Parliament in the last session which tackled this very same issue. So we are cognizant of what the people on the ground want, what the youth on the ground are looking for us at. But yes, this is about the core vote banks that the BJP is targeting, which the Prime Minister, has put in the form of an acronym, which is GYAN, which is Garib, Yuva, Annadata, and Nari. Yuva is a huge, crucial part, a new vote bank, a big vote bank, and both sides will be, of course, targeting the same.